So we got Sam Laporta, Mr. Sam Laporta, Mr. Rookie Sensation. Remember that one year? It was great. At Cincinnati versus newcomer to the fantasy football world, Mr. Never Retired, Darren Waller, who scored 2 touchdowns against the New York Jets at Carolina. I'm famous for saying this on this show, on this network. If Darren Waller catches 17 balls this year, throw a parade because it's not going to happen. Well, I don't think he's on pace, but it could be on pace if this continues. Man, he looked too good. I hated it. So who are you going with first? I'm gonna let you start off.
I'm just doing a little bit of math here. If he got 3 receptions for the next 13 games, which is what's out there, he has 39 receptions for the season. Just gonna say that.
I know.
4 targets, 3 receptions, 2 touchdowns last week. That's big. I mean, that's huge. And now Tyreek Hill is out for the season, maybe career. I don't know. Tyreek looked very happy to have basically torn every ligament in his knee. A little way too happy, in my opinion, but teach his own. Waller killed. I mean, you know me. I'm a big Waller fan. Have been for 6 years now. I'm glad he's back. Well, I'm not glad he's back, but I'm glad he's doing something that he's when he's healthy now. Sam Laporta has just been very mid. I mean, 13.9 points in week 1 on 9 targets, but he's only received 4 targets each week since then. No touchdowns this season yet, which we said last year, and I think maybe this season before, that he's very touchdown dependent as a tight end. Tight end 16 in the league is not great. Not great at all. Especially when all you have to do is score like 14 points a week and you can be tight end 2. Like, it's not that difficult, I feel like. So he has only reached plus 10 points in 1 game, and that was week 1 against Green Bay. Go figure. That Green Bay defense is not as good as everybody said it was. Now he's got Cincinnati, though. Could be interesting. Could be fun. But I think it's going to be an Amon-Ra game. I think it's going to be a Jameson Williams game. I don't think it's going to be a Sam Laporta game. That game script just doesn't go Sam Laporta's way, and it hasn't at all this season. Ben Johnson's not there to throw the ball to Sam Laporta or call plays to throw it to Sam Laporta. Whoever the offense coordinator there is now is, like, he's not doing that. He's throwing it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's where the plays are leading to. Darren Waller is now the second best receiving option in Miami.
Is he, though? I know we had this argument offline about Malik Washington. I know we had this little dig, like, oh yeah, you did. Listen,
Malik Washington got less targets last week than he did before. He had 3 receptions, 3 targets, 3 single targets in a game where half of the game was missing Tyreek Hill.
I understand that. And you don't know where I'm standing. You don't know if I'm picking Darren Waller at Carolina.
I'm picking Darren Waller. I think it's obvious. I know it's against Carolina. It's probably a harder matchup than the Cincinnati Bengals, but I'm going to go with the guy who is the second best option on his team rather than the guy who doesn't get game script to. He doesn't exist in that offense. He's more of a blocking tight end. He's got 3 other guys that Detroit would rather go to instead. I'm going to go. I mean, Isaac Tesla is probably a better option, and he doesn't even get the ball. So
okay. I'm actually agreeing with you. This sucks. We're 3 for 3. I'm going to try to disagree with you on the quarterback, no matter who you pick.
We might actually disagree.
We need to split because let's be honest. Everything you said is correct about Sam Laporta. I'm not going to sit here and try to come up with fake arguments on why I think Sam Laporta should be starting over Darren Waller. And I'm the guy who hates Darren Waller, who said that he would do nothing in the NFL in 2025. Well, he looked, like I said, he looked really good. That touchdown where he got his feet in really impressed me. I know that he's a pro and does it all. He's used to doing that all the time, but seeing that he can do it in 2025 was pretty impressive. The last time a tight end came in, now this isn't later in the year, but the last time a tight end came into the year, Jonnu Smith, Tua became his best friend. Like, they were always linking up together, which that goes against everything that this Mike McDaniel's scheme is built around. It's built around speed. It's built about motion. in wide receivers and HN and speedy running backs, and it just you can't catch us mentality. And so it's weird for me to say old, slow Darren Waller is probably their number 2 option now behind Waddle, well, number 3 behind HN as well.
That's fair.
You know, so he is the third option, but the problem is in the red zone, are they going to utilize him? We saw this with Jonnu Smith last year. They don't really have a top tier red zone threat. The Lions do. They have Amon-Ra, they have Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery can score touchdowns. Like they have an option. The Dolphins are built so small and speedy. Their only red zone plays are okay, run in and out, and we'll try to hit you on the sideline by the pylon. We saw him try to do that with Waddle, and that's a very low efficiency play. It just is. Just the facts of the matter. He doesn't have the guy he can just throw up to. Now we saw that Darren Waller throw. Darren Waller was covered, but Tua just threw the ball up to where only he can catch it or it's going out of the end zone. They didn't have that with Tyreek. They didn't have that with Waddle. They don't have that with Malik Washington. They don't have that with anyone on their roster. This is an addition to this Miami Dolphins team that nobody's talking about. Nobody. He's a big body who can box people out in the end zone. So his touchdown rate is tremendously going to go up from the other guys in the red zone. So with that reason alone, I'm taking Darren Waller this week, and it pains me to say that because I was so against the signing. So against
his red zone utilization is already better in 1 week than it has been for the rest of the team in all 4 weeks. Inside the 10-yard line, Tyreek Hill got 2 targets, 1 touchdown. Jalen Waddle has had 3 targets, only 1 reception and a touchdown. Malik Washington has 1 target, 1 catch for 4 yards, no touchdown. No running back has gotten a reception inside the 10-yard line. In fact, no running back has gotten any work inside the 10-yard line this season. However, Darren Waller in 1 game has 2 targets, 2 receptions, 13 yards, and 2 touchdowns in 1 game inside the 10. He is going to be the goal line guy at this point. Yeah, until teams start putting a DB on him, until teams start putting a tall defensive back on him and not a linebacker, Darren Waller is going to be the guy inside the red zone.
I'm just curious to see his in between the 20s. Is he going to be the guy who gets 7 targets, 6 catches, 52 yards? Like, I don't know if he's going to be that guy. So that's what I'm worried about, his usage, where Sam Laporta can't be used that way, but they're just not.